Hey everybody, Charlie Waymire here from Ultiamte Studios Inc. and the Drum Recording Ninja Workshops. Want to talk about room mics for a second. Now, depending on what you want to accentuate in the drums, maybe it's the kick drum, the low end, maybe it's more of the snare, you want to get some presence on the snare and the toms, or maybe you're just looking to capture some air and some ambience in the room. The height of your room mics will have a large effect on what you're capturing. Now, so will your room, the size, whether it's dry, whether it's really live, all those things will have an effect. So you'll have to do a little experimenting in your own room to dial this in. But a general kind of place to start would be that if I want, you see the kit here, now my head is about just above the kick drum. If I take my mic at this height, I'm going to get a lot more low end. It's going to make the kick huge. There'll be snare and toms, there'll be cymbals too, but the cymbals will not be overly present, which could be nice, especially if you have someone that hits really hard. Now you can also angle the mic down a little bit towards the floor or the bottom of the kick to tame the cymbals even more. But you're pretty much guaranteed to get some pretty big bass drum sounds here. Now if you come up, now I'm standing straight up, you can't, it's a little hard to judge here, but I have the mic about chin height. This is probably the most even sound you'll get. It will start to balance the kick drum and the snare drum and the toms a little bit. You'll definitely get more cymbals in this position as well. But usually you can get a pretty nice overall and even picture of the drums. Now if you go way up, say you start, I've got my hand as high as I can, I'm probably about 7-8 feet up in here, you're going to get a lot less of the bass drum now. You'll get a lot of snare still and the toms, but you're really going to start to get more cymbals. The snare will be a little bit thinner, toms a little bit thinner, but you'll get some of that attack. But you'll de-emphasize the kick drum. Now, like I said, your room will have a huge effect, whether it's a big room, a small room, so take some time to experiment. But think about your height kind of like an EQ. When it's down here, we're going to get more kick. And as it moves up, we'll de-emphasize the low end and start to emphasize the high end. That's it for today's tip. Talk to you soon.